So I just bought this property behind me here, and in today's video, we're gonna be doing a full walkthrough on the property to determine what all needs to be done and what fix-ups we need to do before we list this thing back on the market for sale. So let's go inside and take a look. Okay, here we go. So I just came in through the front door, and my initial gut reaction is that this property is worse off than I remember it. These hardwood floors are pretty hammered. The kitchen here that we're walking into just looks very worn out and is just disgustingly dirty. And other things I'm just kind of noticing as I'm walking is that everything's just very, very dirty. If you can see, I don't know if you can tell through the camera here, but all the doors and trim work are filthy. So whether or not we can clean it up or if we have to repaint everything, that's still to be determined, but I'm just kind of doing my initial walk with you guys, but just look how filthy this is. Carpet on the way up the stairs here. I'm hoping the camera does this justice, but that is some stinky carpet. And then let's not forget this bathroom here on the main floor, the half powder bath. I don't know if you can see this, but I feel like they intentionally left splatters all over this toilet, which is absolutely foul. I almost threw up when I just saw that. So disgusting. Another thing I'm noticing here, I'm walking through this main living room area and the floor is very, very squeaky, which I don't really know what that means. We'll have to have our contractor look in the crawl space to make sure there's nothing going on with any of the floor joists. I'm assuming it just has to do with the subfloor. So I'm hoping that's it. But what we'll want to do if we decide to tear up this floor is to re-anchor the subfloor with just some 3-inch screws that go into the floor joist so that we can eliminate that squeaking. The kitchen mostly, I mean, I knew we were gonna have to do interior paint, but this kitchen is pretty disgusting. Hopefully this camera is doing it justice, but it's just absolutely filthy. New toilets coming in, carpet pretty hammered. I don't know if you can see that again through the camera, but these carpets are pretty gross. But one thing we're gonna have to do is just get rid of this wheelchair access here. It's obviously not needed and doesn't apply to most folks buying this home. Let's go upstairs and see what we're dealing with. We got some holes in the drywall here, and just overall the paint is pretty terrible. And the carpet is nasty as well. Some drywall stuff here on the corner here that's gonna need to be repaired. So we're just getting to the upstairs here, and this is super funky. Look at this. So we have the laundry room upstairs at the top of the stairs here, and there is pass-through window that goes into just like the stairwell. There's no window there, just like an area where you could, you know, I don't know, spy on who's coming up the stairs, I guess. So that's a little awkward. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Probably just leave it. But anyway, oh, I forgot to mention the stats on this house. This property was built in 2006. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,800 square feet. So decent sized house. So everything up here so far is pretty straightforward. It's a lot like the downstairs. The flooring, carpet up here is completely trashed. It's pretty nasty. Look in this room here. That is just lint. Pretty gross in here. Let's check out this upstairs hall bath here. What's going on? It doesn't smell too good in here. What do we got here? Oh, sorry for the light. Oh my gosh, sick. There's, oh God, I can barely look at that. That is a once wet piece of toilet paper that is dried and hardened on the seat of the toilet. Oh, I don't know what it is with toilets in this particular house. That is disgusting. So I'm not even gonna try to clean the toilets because that's sick, and we'll just put all new ones in here. This is the master. Nice vaulted ceilings in here, which is cool. Nice vaulted ceilings in the master. We got a walk-in closet right in front of me here, and then kind of over in the corner there, we got the master bath. Walk-in closet here, great. And then master bath, let's see how this thing is looking. Vanity, pretty good shape. Vanity top, obviously older, out of date, but it's in good condition. And then, hey, this is the cleanest toilet in the house right here. No stains on it or anything like that, so that's great. We have just our shower surround, which appears to be in decent shape. Yeah, that'll clean up just fine. Let's head downstairs and go over the scope of work together, and then we'll get into some estimated repair numbers as well. One of the subscribers, Laz Laser, asked me to go into a little bit further detail on repair budgeting. So Laz, appreciate your comment and request, so I'm gonna try to get into some of those numbers for you here. First thing we're gonna need to do to this property is fresh coat of interior paint. Not only is the paint in like pretty poor shape everywhere, but if you can see behind me here, there are some poor color choices on the wall back here. And then even when we look at just some of the trim And the doors, they're really rough. I mean, they're super dirty. We'll clean them the best we can, but they're pretty gnarly. So we're just gonna need to budget for a full repaint on the interior, and that's gonna be walls, ceiling, and trim. So I'm budgeting $6,300 for interior paint, and I'm arriving at that number by just basically doing, after doing a lot of different paint jobs and paint bids and whatnot, I'm just plugging $3.50 per square foot on this property. So this is an 1,800 square foot house, $3.50 a foot for interior paint, wall, ceiling, and trim. Comes out to be around $6,300. So the next item in the scope of work that we're gonna be talking about is flooring. And obviously you can see that the carpet is completely trashed. There's no saving that. Every square inch of carpet in this place is ruined. So we're gonna be doing new carpet. And originally I was thinking that we might be able to save these LVT hardwoods here, but after looking at it further, they're not in the best shape. They're pretty scuffed up. I don't know if you can hear, but as I'm walking around through the downstairs here on this flooring, there's a lot of squeaks taking place. I don't know if that's the flooring itself or if that's the subfloor that actually needs to be screwed down to the floor joist to get rid of that squeaking. But either way, the LVT is not in good shape. We also need to screw down the subfloor. So I'm gonna rip out all this flooring and start fresh down here as well. I'm plugging a $9,000 number for all new flooring throughout. And again, that is all the LVT down here in the common areas and then the carpet upstairs. $9 grand for all new flooring. And how I'm coming up with that is a $5 per square foot number. So $5 a foot, multiply that by 1,800 square feet, brings us to $9,000. So the next item we're gonna need to address is the bathrooms. Thankfully, we're gonna be able to save the vanities, countertop sinks, and then also the shower enclosures and bath enclosures. Like, they're in decent shape, so we'll be able to scrub those up nicely. So what we are going to do is get rid of the nasty toilets. So we got 3 toilets to replace, and then we're gonna spice up the bathrooms a little bit. Like, it doesn't need much, but just getting rid of like these old like towel bar kits. So we'll do toilets in here, we'll do new towel bar kits, and that'll make these bathrooms look quite a bit nicer. I'm plugging $1,200 to put into the bathrooms, which I know is light, but they are in pretty good shape. We're talking toilets, towel bar kits, it's pretty minimal. Most likely also gonna do all new lighting and door hardware. So even though the lighting is in pretty good shape, we'll update all the lighting throughout to most likely an oil rub bronze or a black fixture. So, which that includes in the bathroom as well. So in addition to the bathroom work that I mentioned earlier, we'll do some new vanity lights as well. So the bathrooms will look really nice, but we'll do new lighting in all the bedrooms and common areas as well. And then along with that, new door hardware. So since we're getting rid of that brushed nickel look in here, we'll also want to just change out the door hardware. So we got a brushed nickel door hardware. It's just kind of the really dated, just kind of round knobs. So we'll put something a little bit more tasteful on there. For lighting, I'm penciling about 1,800 bucks. So again, usually around $1 a foot, we can get that done for. So $1 a foot on an 1,800 square foot house, obviously $1,800, and that's including the bathroom. So we'll be able to update the lighting in here for 1,800 bucks. And then as far as the door hardware goes, $50 per knob installed. So we got about 12 doors in here. So another 600 bucks in door hardware. So the last item on the scope of work that we need to discuss is just the exterior landscaping. So as you can see, we got grass back here that's 3 feet tall. The front yard looks equivalent to this. We're just gonna have to basically we just gotta knock down the yard. So do a knockdown and rebark basically. So get all the yard knocked down, pull in some fresh bark dust in the flower beds, pressure wash all the concrete. I mean, it's a really minimal cost. There's not much cost in materials other than the bark dust. I'm just penciling $1,000 for landscaping. So that wraps up the repairs for this property and brings our estimated repair budget to a number of $20,000. Now we're gonna get into the estimated profits on this deal here in a second, but stick with me here. Just a quick disclaimer, the numbers I mentioned for repairs, those are just estimates. This is how I run my business and how I estimate repairs quickly and easily, but those numbers can change based off of the crew that you're using. Their costs are gonna be different, and also the materials that you choose. Don't use what I mentioned as the holy grail, but it's a way that you can estimate stuff quickly on the flies. If I got my absolute best crew in here and my cheapest crew, I could absolutely shave some dollar figures off of that budget. On the other side of that, if I chose cheaper materials, I could shave some off of that as well. So I just wanted to make that clear. I think it's about time that we get into these specific numbers on this deal. We bought this place for $400,000, and what we just went through was our scope of work and our estimated repair budget, and that came out to $20,000. Now, I think there's an end sales price or an ARV of $480,000 for this deal. If we can hit our numbers, if we can sell this place for $480,000, we can stick to our $20,000 repair budget, we should end up with a nice profit of around $30,000. Now, this is a very, very low risk deal. We'll be in and out of this thing in 90 days, start to finish. And I even think that 480 number could be conservative, and maybe we end up at a 485 or 490 sales price, which would be more like a $40,000 profit, which would be amazing. I absolutely love these quick, low risk deals. Guys, if you want to see this property start to finish, I'll be posting more videos to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want to come out with me every single week, I take you out into the field, show you our different projects, teach you different strategies, try to educate you as much as I can. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. See ya.